everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Bao the Whale is an indie VTuber who has been doing amazing things, amazing strides lately, has been doing great things so far. And she had previously gotten into something with Cinder. Well, Cinder was the one who got into it with her, and Cinder was the one who was doing horrible things to her. And Cinder's the primary aggressor in that whole situation. But now we're moving on to new things that are happening with Bao, because she has said what she needed to say recently about the whole situation, and has said what, she wanted to say about the people who responded to that situation. Right now we're talking about a new response. This was for the Emiru type of situation, I believe. It says if you're, or at the very least, about situations with female creators in general and male creators having to do with it. Because this is more Emiru and mizkif related, because it was found that mizkif was abusing Emiru. Well, allegedly, I have to say allegedly, even though there's a lot of evidence and I believe it, was allegedly doing those nasty things to Emiru. So right here, what we have is her responding in a vaguer post, in the sense of direct and vague, in the sense of not directly going against mizkif or anything like that. It says, if you're up incoming female content creator with a small but growing audience, and a much larger successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream, in DMs, etc., don't walk, run. And again, I feel, I may be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, I feel that this is related to the mizkif situation. It says, just because I don't include every single nuance, exception, possibility, and variation doesn't mean we're not still having the same controversial conversation. Stay safe, gang, which is, a good thing to say to anybody, because it is something that does happen, not only with male content creators, but also like in the sense of anybody, male or female, that comes to you, starts showering you with affection, showering you with attention, that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and they're much bigger than you, that's a manipulation type of thing. It is very much more than likely a manipulation. Shondo says, truth impact. Get down, Madam President. Yuzu, when your streamer party event and the conversation with another girl turns into OMG, he did that to me too. No, the idea of a party turning into a group therapy session is making me so sad. I am sure that has happened before, and I'm sure it's going to happen again, because when there are people who are predatory in the community, a lot of people end up getting hit by it, and I don't want to call it the lore of him or the whatever power that he has, because I don't want them to have that type of power, but whatever he did, they did, she did, whoever it is, will spread. Toma says, OMG, Bao, this happened to me. Small male creator had a bigger creator asked to hang out, chat until he sent weird S. Back then, I didn't even know what to do. So scared to even confront him. He graduated, and the reason is clear. I wasn't the only one he targeted. Good riddance, which is very true. Breaks my heart how often this happens. Some of the hardest lessons you learn in this space, unfortunately, and they'll get away with it every single time. The way this keeps happening time and time again is scary. Shoto as well. Generally, and I wish safe spaces were more prevalent for everyone. And when you open up to others and get gaslit about it, that is the bad part. When you open up and say this happened to me, your own personal experiences, not trying to S on the creator or say anything that's nasty about the creator, but just telling your truth, and then you get said like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, you must be overreacting. You must have misunderstood or misinterpreted what he said, because of course, he's a big creator, probably has a lot of respect around the community, probably is a sacred cow to a lot of people in the community, as in somebody that that is beyond reproach, beyond attack, beyond everything. Sacred cows are never good. I don't have any sacred cows myself, so I will criticize, and I do my best to try to make it more objective now compared to before. Sometimes I falter on that as well, so that's why I get attacked sometimes when the sacred cow thing happens. But whenever you say something against a sacred cow and then you get attacked back, it is unfortunate. But in this case, anytime, no matter if you get attacked back, you should definitely talk about males who are being super aggressive, who have hurt others, female content creators, whatever they may be, whoever it is that hurts someone else, you should absolutely talk about it, and you should not be shamed for talking about it. It says because they purposely network around your inner and outer circles as a way to get others to vouch for them, and that is very manipulative, and that is very wrong. That is my final thing I'll have to say about it. You can see other people here. Manager I had about a year ago who hit on all of my female mods and clients, warned friends about them, but I was told that calling them out would F up my full-time streaming. So yeah, that's another thing. When people, when talking about it, ends up becoming like what used to happen with Harvey Weinstein, where if you said anything, then you were probably going to get blacklisted in the community. Seen it happen to many people before. It's important is looking at the behavior. There'll be a million random qualifiers that might make people think otherwise, but someone's behavior is telling no matter who they are or what they do. And that's another thing I wanted to put there. I just kept seeing more and more things. I'm going to stop at this point, but you guys get the message. It's just be safe, be careful, and always be vigilant. Bao the Whale is an indie VTuber who has done a lot of wonderful things. She has had, I believe, a new rocker girl aesthetic that she is running right now. She had an issue in the past with Cinder, who is a female content creator as well, an indie English creator. And basically, you know, Cinder treated her as a competition instead of being a friend. And that is really bad. And she also had an issue where the Pyro pups actually created a campaign against her and actually created a campaign where they were heavily attacking her. And that is where she comes with this. It says, proud of Bao for talking, not happy for Twitter talking back, because recently she had, as I had covered before, I did cover that one inappropriately in the sense that I went a little too aggressive on that, and I will apologize here for going too aggressive and making my message be lost. My message was that I was disappointed at what she was saying, but I went too aggressive on it, and I did not follow my regular rules on that. So I will apologize here for not following my rules on that. Like, I will back what I said in the sense that I was disappointed, but not back the way I said it, which was way too aggressive. So here we are. It says mostly Pyro Pups and Grifters, so nothing different than the past 5 months for me. I am specifically not a Pyro Pup. I don't really even watch Cinder. I just really got into the whole Cinder thing because of how horrible it was that she did what she did. But she's trying to change, and I will give her the benefit of the doubt for that side. We'll see if that's true or not. In the Bao side, the message can kind of get lost sometimes if you just blame one side for everything. Not everyone that was responding to you was a Pyro Pup, and not everyone responding to you was a grifter, wanting to just get, views on what was being said. If it was that way, then they probably wouldn't say what they said, because it won't get you views. It'll get you more hate than anything. Because Bao, as I've said before, has not really done anything negative. I've said it in many times. He hasn't really done anything that I can think of at all that would be negative, or anything at all that would be seen as a bad part of the VTuber community. And one thing I will say about this whole thing, opinion-wise, of course, opinion, she has every right to blame the community that was going against her, big time. I mean, like they said, they went aggressive, like I said before. She has every right to say this because of her being victimized the way that she was by a whole side of the internet, a friend who she thought she was really close to, and ended up doing all these things to her. So she has every right to do this. I'm just putting out there that sometimes this can obfuscate a little bit of what's going on, and make it so that maybe in there, not my message, but maybe in there's a message somewhere else where that you can learn. I've learned that myself. This is just from personal experience that I'm speaking. And I have to say one very important thing that I may get hate on, I may not get hate on, is I wish her the absolute best. I absolutely wish her the best. She deserves the best. She deserves everything good that's coming to her. Nothing bad that ever gets shot her way. But she deserves everything good that comes to her. And so does her community. Because like I said, she's been a victim in this whole thing. Akugaki Koa is a female trilingual virtual YouTuber with Chroma Shift. She speaks English, Spanish, and Japanese. Man, that's a trifecta that I would like. I speak English and Spanish, so I'm bilingual, but not Japanese. She is a part of Eternals, along with Ruby Runeheart, Taiga Torigami, and Meika OS, or O5, Meika O5, sorry. And they are having a concert, or they had a mini concert with wonderfully talented and managing girls. It was Himemiya Rie, Peke is Peak, we have Pilo Deer, Rem Kanashibari, Mint Phantom, and Phoebe-chan. So as I showed before, Mint Phantom is going to be in there, and the other people, as I mentioned, are there. We're going to take a look a little bit at the concert, a little bit of what's going on. Let's see how it went. I've always wanted to sing that song, but I'm fucking horrible at singing, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, I'll tell you. So there you go. That was it. You had a lot of them there. They were all enjoyed themselves. They all had fun. It was great to see. I am glad that she was able to be given this chance to sing probably with people that she's been wanting to sing for a very long time. So I'm very, very glad to see this, and I'm happy that it went so well. They all did such an amazing job. And those are the types of things I do like to cover a lot. AlienMixture is a VTuber that joined Socks Agency. So she was an independent VTuber. She started off as independent and she became a part of Socks Vtuber Agency. This is her new form. She has made a big announcement. And I do want to mention a little bit about AlienMixture, that she is such a warm character, warm person, and has that kind of goblin energy going on. She always does her best to make everything entertaining. And this is going to go into what we're going to be talking about. She is taking a hiatus. Recently, she has been letting her community know that she's going to be taking, at first she was going to be taking a day off. She takes some nights off, sometimes she streams, sometimes she doesn't, that she wasn't feeling really, the drive that it was before. Not necessarily the drive, but, the passion, the spark, that like, oh yeah, this is great. It kind of started going the other direction. And that is when you start noticing, myself included, that mental health starts taking a hit. When you start burning out like that, that's why I do the streams and the videos that I do now. Before, I used to do 10 hours a day or more of streaming every single day. I don't do that anymore because that burned me out. Everybody has burnout in different parts. If some people have burnout a little quicker or less, it doesn't make them less of a person or less strong. It's just every single person has their limits. She says here, after this week, I will be stepping away and taking a hiatus. Over the past couple of months, I've been slowly losing my spark and motivation to produce any type of content, and it has been affecting me mentally. I have been trying to push myself in spite of how I feel. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. That actually makes burnout even worse because you're going against what your brain is telling you, and your brain can be your best friend, but it can also be your worst enemy. And I'm very proud of her for being able to, it doesn't really matter who I'm proud of, but I'm proud of her for being able to take this step. It is a hard one. And it's one that I hope that I can take if I ever get to this point. I feel I didn't want to let anyone. I feel I didn't want to let anyone down, and instead I have been making myself worse and neglecting a proper break, like basically not being able to take a proper break and time for myself. My heart breaks as I am writing this because I feel like I have let so many down. You've let nobody down. She has let absolutely nobody down. That is one thing that does happen when you're in this position. You do feel like you let people down. Everyone's going to be waiting for her. Like everyone who's watched her, everyone who's a friend is going to be waiting for her, including myself, because I thought I could really push through it, but instead it's breaking me. My hiatus, it will last until December 2nd. So it's going to be a full month off to give myself proper time to heal and put myself back together and hopefully come back to you all with the light in my eyes, more laughs to share and more laughs to share. Because yeah, she gives a lot of laughs. She's a very warm person. I will still be working on projects such as Epic, the musical with VTubers, and a couple of other things in play. Thank you for all taking the time to read this and giving me your patience and love during this time. I will try to come back to you all happy, healthy, and full of motivation. And that is what we want. anyone who's watching her wants that, for her to be motivated, for her to be happy now instead of, you know, feeling sad and all that kind of stuff. I do wish her the best, and I do hope that when she comes back, she is, you know, passionate about it again in herself, not showing the passion to anyone else, but herself being passionate, herself wanting to do this again. First Stage Production for FSPEN, the English division of First Stage Production, is a primarily male oriented VTubing agency. All of their generations, the Avanis, the Ravanis, Avalum, and also Lamentis, so Avanis, Ravalum, Lamentis in different, you know, I'm not sure which was first, second, third, etc. But we will be talking right now about Lamentis, who had, of course, before in one of my previous videos, I had mentioned that one of their creators, the one in the middle, I believe, is the one who ended up having to get a new channel because YouTube deleted their old channel that First Stage Production created for them. So let's take a look at each and every one of them. Shiki is the one that had it, actually. Shiki, which is, my bad, the one on the far right. The one on the far right was the one who had it. Shiki had to get a whole new channel. Let's take a look at all of their intros here, all their stuff here. Each of them have an animated, in some way or shape or form,
into years,
lore. So he's like a god that now lives in like the modern world, which is always interesting. Let's take a look here.
And are maybe petitioners. When new people show up to the shrine, I tend to go over things with them. I have a little presentation for... Sure,
this is a presentation he has. Shikigami, okay.
Room temp, but it's not like warm either. You want to come out. If you haven't seen them, you have to. Maybe.
So there you go. His favorite movies are those. Let's take a look at the next one, which is, in this case, Ashkariel. Sounds like an angel of some sort.
I shall care for you, and you shall be my first followers, as the new god of this world.
Ah, like a fallen angel.
And yes, welcome to my home. Welcome to my abode.
The lore accurate angel wings, I guess.
As you can see, we are in space. I probably should clarify that yes, you can breathe here, hence the candles. I am Ashkariel, and I have many, many powers.
So that's Ashkariel there. We're also taking a look at Elias. I'm going through them a little bit quicker because, of course, I have a lot to go over. So let's take a look a little bit at their lore, and then we'll take a look at another one here at what's going on.
Your grandfather would be proud. Let's finish his work.
He's like a mad scientist.
Ones that are affected by rifts. You're probably looking for the prisma crystals, right? I know where you can find them.
Ah, so as a group, they have a lore. They have some lore. That's good. That's very good.
Wherever you are, Elias. What's your nicknames?
Okay, he's using his middle finger to point at everything. That's hilarious.
With anything, all the other boys have been calling me Ellie. So feel free of congestion or having a stuffy nose. This might offend some people, but...
So there you go. We're going to take a look at, of course, the other ones that are popping out here. This is going to be Kaylin Strafe. And again, here, a little bit of their lore.
Something is seriously wrong in the department.
And I'm telling you, it's none of our business.
But look at this, Marshall.
Where did you get this from?
For a Kaylin or for K9. You know, whatever, you know, just choose which one you want to go with. I did them myself, but with those claws,
They really know how to choose them. So far, they've been hitting it out of the park with all of them. And you hear see Liron Lockhart as well.
Kitty! You're such a cute little princess.
Punk. Hey, get back here!
Take the kitty!
I know you were waiting for me, princess. I'm sorry. I just had to escape one more time. I think that dog does not like me taking his collar multiple times. But, you know, you should stick around and see if I'm still goated. Just saying.
And the final one here is going to be their their joint song. Of course, I wanted to put all this together in order for it to all be kind of condensed into one thing. This is their joint cover, the official music video of their first song, Lamentis Lament. Let's take a look.
Rose up, now I burn, it's far too late, no one can stop my fire.
To pray, those crystal clear eyes fading into dark fear.
Mirror on the wall, who's laughing in the unsaid out?
If you can go on, give it a try, my darling. Time.
In disguise, I rip off the mask flash.
It's a unique choice for a VTuber group to go with that, but I think it's going to be catchy, and I think it's going to do well. I mean, so far, just as of recording of this, it's already gotten 271k views in a day. So it did well. It did considerably well, considering that first stage production only has 47k followers, subscribers. So it did really, really well. And I'm glad that they're having success. First stage production has done really well again, but has done an amazing job at bringing male VTubers to new heights. It is, I don't know what kind of special sauce they're using, but their VTubers are doing considerably good for the size of the agency that they're in. Welcome back, everybody, to the Vtuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want to be able to promote people and bring people up in the community, which is the best way to be, in my opinion. So today we're talking about kittyvania VT, a gothic vampire cat girl. We are taking a look at first her thing here says Kitty, vampire cat girl, chaos, scuff, queen. And then we're going to be taking a look at something that she did.
I gotta aim my piss, hold on.
Oh dear. Well, that's something that, of course...
Take your dick out! Take your dick out!
That is, that is Conker's bad fur day, of course.
Pull your fucking squirrely dick out and piss on him. He took out his furry hedgehog dick and he pissed on.
That's just that's lemonade. Yes, lemonade. All right, let's take a look at the kittyvania stream VODs here, which is the main channel that I was able to find from her. And these are, of course, all the VODs that she's had recently. She's been able to put out recently, and this is one of the channels that she does have out there. Of course, any other channels I will put in the description below their ads. Thank you so much, kittyvania, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching, as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.